Hello everyone, welcome back. Another week, another shop to go to. This is T Games Ltd today. Before we go into this video though, I've got a bit of a bone to pick with you all.
Where are you? Where are you? Let's be having you!
98.4% of everyone that's seen my video is not subscribed. I ask one thing only. And that's just to subscribe and comment and like and share, but that's irrelevant. What it is that we're at 110 subscribers, which I'm ecstatic about, so thank you everyone, honestly. And the last video I did is actually at time of this editing is like at 3,200 views, which I'm really pleased with, to be honest with you. I can't fault at all. So thank you for that. What I'm doing this week though, I've just headed down to Weston-Super-Mare, just a 40-minute drive away, headed to T Games. Now, in my opinion, this type of shop is a little bit different from Retro Bristol in terms of it kind of bridges the gap between modern and retro. So it kind of, they will take in everything and anything. You've got like those statuettes, for example, of which aren't for sale unfortunately, but as you can see there's a mixture of current and new toys and games. So let's just have a quick whip around so you can have a little look. So yeah, this is T Games. I'm going to do my best here to try and get this video to the 12-minute mark.
You sit on a throne of lies.
That's what the YouTube algorithms have suggested to me. I must get it to the 10 to 12-minute mark. Make a shorter video, I know, but apparently it holds people's attention more. So I'm going to do my best in panning through everything a little bit quicker. So sorry if it's a bit too quick for you. I'll work on it going forward. So as you can see, this is the corner of the retro stuff, the Mega Drive stuff, my stuff that I want. Not quite anything there just yet, but the stock's still good. You can see that everything is being labelled up perfectly, so you know how much you're paying before you've got to have that awkward conversation of, oh, how much is that? So that's a good positive of this place. Did spot something coming up here that isn't Mega Drive related, but
See this squirrel go on a bender, and you'll never look at squirrels the same way again. Cocker's bad fur day.
Who doesn't want it? I've never played it, but it's definitely on my radar, and I do want a complete in-box if I'm going to invest heavily into a game of that magnitude and that kind of value. Then you've got to have complete in-box and as many as possible, haven't you? Good selection of consoles, all wrapped up in box at the top. Some original PS1. And this is where I kind of make my point proving here, where the modern versus retro, and it kind of meets and bridges that gap. As you can see here, like everything is mixed in together, mainly by branding, I guess, like your Microsoft, Sony's and PlayStation, etc. So moving over now, he's got a bit of a record collection there, and obviously it's moving into a newer, more modern era with PS3, Xbox 360 and your DS. And you're moving into the much more modern era of PS4, PS5 and Xbox and Switch. It is kind of good the way he's blended it so that you have got a mixture of literally everything. So moving on down, you now get into the collectibles part of it. There's some weird random stuff that isn't for me, but I do understand the appeal of it all. This stuff's pretty cool.
All right, brother. Let's see what those blades can do.
See, some literally seconds after me recording that, a lad came up and said, "Oh, I'd like to get the Blades of Chaos, please," and he literally picked them up there and then. I kind of wish I'd asked him about it and like got him on video, but it's a bit strange, like as a middle-aged man coming up to you in the middle of a shop, a complete stranger with a microphone in hand.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
So just swinging around here, you've got some Squishmallows and some original toys. There's some modern mixed in there, like Stranger Things. I had a complete set of the Gears of War figures at the top, you can see right in there. I sold them years ago. I think I was funding a trip to Florida, and to tell you how many I actually had, I think I made about 1,000, maybe about 1,100 just on selling those. I am gutted about it when I think back and think, oh, it was a lot of money at the time. We're talking like, got to be at least 8-9 years ago now. I mean, I dread to think what they'd go for now. Looking here now, you can see that we're stepping into a more modern kind of stuff and loose bins. And of course, every shop now is getting on that hype train of getting the Pokemon cards and the collective sleeves. I think they've done it for years, to be honest. It's not like it's a new thing to them. They're essentially a toy shop if you think about it. If you look around, they are a toy store on a much smaller scale. They are a family-run business. I spoke with the owner before I turned up on the day of filming and just said, like, look, do you mind if I come in, just have a little look around and film? And he was just laughing at me as if to say, no, it's fine, mate, honestly, come on in. They've got one other store down in Taunton, so I do need to visit that at some point as well. I'm not into Pokemon, but the fact that they had a cabinet dedicated to graded and higher value cards with individual prices, it kind of did strike me as quite interesting that stores are doing this now. This cabinet was cool. Original, like Freddy versus Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street figures, and basically horror figs and collectibles. They've got a lot behind the glass. It is overwhelming to me for someone that doesn't really collect all of the modern stuff. But that struck me, Inspector Gadget. That was a throwback. I know it's a modern release, but I wouldn't mind having a boxed version of that. And of course, you've got all of these as well. I believe those ET ones were quite old. I should have checked the date, but all of this I think is modern retro. Alf, what a throwback that is. Bit more Universal Monsters and Wednesday and things like that. All modern releases, but in the retro style. And of course, box Terrifier and Chucky and things like that in the box too. There's a lady here on the left. I tried to cut her out as much as I could, but she was on the phone to, I think it was her daughter, and she was buying something for her, and she was like, look, I'm going to get you something, what do you want? She was like, no, I need to go there. And I was just laughing to myself and just thinking, she's right, she does just need to go there. It's I think it was her kind of thing, like she was into the horror aspect. My daughter, my 13-year-old, she's kind of into all this stuff as well. She's earlier on into it. This stuff I'm not into. Quite a famous guy that is into it, but Warhammer isn't me. I get it, I totally get it, especially the fact that you can paint everything yourself and everything's customizable. Star Wars as well. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. My old man is. He's a huge Star Wars fan. I think it did kind of pave a gateway for me into this, because him being into the geeky stuff like the sci-fi, it has rubbed off on me to some degree. So that's probably where it's all spawned from. Even though I'm not a massive Star Wars fan, I still appreciate it like everyone does. And I'm sorry if you do love Star Wars that much. That's on you. So this is the final part of the store tour now. This is the Lego section. I say section, it's like it's another quarter to a third size of the entire store. This is quite new, this side. Originally the store was all of the toys and games that I've showed you so far, but this is like a dedicated area. Of course, they've got all the Hornby stuff in the corner. Again, not my bag, but I get it. So yeah, this is the Lego stuff. It's all priced accordingly. None of it's overpriced. All is RRP. And the cards that I alluded to a little bit earlier at the front. So I did just spin back around into the corner just to have a little look at the games. Outrun I didn't see on the first time round, but I did ask to see it and it didn't come with a manual, so I was gutted about that, didn't pick it up. The only thing I did ask was could I have a little look at the Game Boy cartridges at the bottom. It was all Japanese, but they just looked really cool and interesting on the shelf, so I was like, I'll have a little look through, just see what there was, and ended up picking out 3, which are here, and I believe they are Dragon Quest and Tamagotchi 1 and 2. And as I was leaving, I was just panning around and saw this bit of art on the wall. I thought it looked really good. It was straight to CX, which is literally around the corner. Had a few things to trade in, got a £42 voucher and managed to pick another game up for the collection, which I didn't have yet. Thought I did. But I honestly, borderline, calling 999 at this point.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Absolute, just look, I can't. Like these are all sun bleached horrendously, right? Every single one of them in the window. Literally, that is a sun-drawn window. The Metroid game, could you imagine paying like nearly £200 for that? You've ordered it online and that turns up at your door. You'd be, I'll be honest, I'd be fuming. So I'm just going to sign off now. Thanks again for coming back and watching. If you do see this again, please subscribe, like, comment, everything. I just want to get those numbers up. Thank you to everyone, and I will see you again very soon with another video. Bye bye.